What the is up, YouTube? Man, I don't want to make this video. I'm going to play a clip from Eddie Hearn talking about Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul in November. I hope it ain't true. Get my thoughts, plus much more after this. Smash the like, share, subscribe, all that good noise. Here it is.
You know, we know that Gervonta is going to fight Jake Paul in November, and then we'll see what happens if there's an AJ fight. Be interested to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, but I don't think the Chavez fight is terrible. I think.
Yeah, no, it was highly talked about and in negotiations and almost ready to make happen, but he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W, and then we'll be able to run.
Okay, so now just yesterday when the topic is Shakur Stevenson firing Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn is just trying to save face. Eddie Hearn is a liar. He was fired. But most of all, what you guys told me is Eddie Hearn is a liar. But now today, when it's about Tank Davis, he's all of a sudden telling the truth. Man, you can't make this stuff up. You guys literally move the goalpost and take words when you need them to be true and say he's not a liar when you need them to be cap. You say that he's a liar. I'm telling you, man, there is nothing more wishy-washy than a Tank hater and a boxing fan. Which one is it, guys? Is Eddie Hearn's word good? Is he always telling the truth, or is he always lying? Or are we just going to take some and then not the rest and then insert here when you need him to be telling the truth? I got one question to ask you guys, and I need answers in the comment section. Please answer this question. What weight class was Gervonta Davis and this fat ass Jake Paul going to fight at? What sanctioning body was going to sanction the fight? Or are you guys just rejoicing all over YouTube, acting like you got some small victory with Tank's draw with Lamont Roach and now this? Because you know deep in your heart, your guy can't beat Tank, no matter which Tank shows up to the ring. And if your guy does beat Tank, it will have to be the most boringest shit we've ever seen. Him literally jabbing 7 times around and hopping damn near all the way out of the ring. Is that the way it's going to be? So you guys need these little small W's from promoters. By the way, Jake Paul is a promoter too. Both of them guys could be lying their ass off. So Jake Paul is going to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, or was he just using Anthony Joshua to try to hype up this Julio Cesar Chavez fight? Which one is it? You guys are a joke. You need to be more consistent with when you use somebody's word as good and when you don't, because it is complete cap for Gervonta Davis to be fighting Jake Paul, because none of yous, not a single one of you had told me what weight class it would be at. Like real shit, which weight class would it be at? And this shit is completely cap. I can't believe it for a second. And if he was going to fight Jake Paul, imagine being as broke as you are, dogging a guy out that comes from Baltimore trenches to be making $100 million in a fight. And let me remind you what everybody is doing in this sport. I don't give a shit what their lips come together to say to you gullible, wishy-washy ass boxing fans. Every last one of these guys is prize fighting. They are fighting for a prize, a big prize, to be honest with you. Like, picture your broke ass dogging somebody out because they want to make $100 million in one night, in one fight. 36 minutes. Like, I just don't know where you guys get off with this shit, man. It's ridiculous. For real, for real. Tell me what weight class they would fight at. Would you fight Jake Paul for $100 million if you were Tank? Or would you be trying to chase one of these guys around the ring all night? And by the way, they were contacted to make a fight. Maybe that's why Tank turned to Jake Paul and was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's fight. I can't get none of these other guys in the ring. Lomachenko gets right to the finish line, pulls out. contacted Shakur, contacted all sorts of teams to make fights, but nobody wanted to go to sleep after that Frank Martin fight. After the Lamont Roach fight, you guys all hit the internet with big chests and your goofy ass fan base out here acting like they got some sort of W. It's ridiculous. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What weight class was it going to be at? Would you take the fight? And what's the problem? What is the problem with making $100 million in one fight? That's how I know you guys have never been in a boxing ring, ain't never touched no sort of money ever in your lives by the shit you say and type on the internet. Matter of fact, you don't say it, you only type it. Scary asses. Let me know what y'all think. Like, hate, share, subscribe, or don't. Till the next time, goofies. Peace.